Bitcoin update on the lower time frames, then we'll zoom out to the higher time frames, all the levels to watch for to the upside and the downside, bullish and bearish scenarios. That's what we do here. If you liked the video today, give us a thumbs up. If you want more content, follow us on Patreon for also access to our private Telegram alerts group, where we do a lot of more teachings and alerts. Surprise. Okay, so let's get going. Hourly chart. What are we looking at? Well, we're mostly in chop zone, right? We have some nice volume coming in as of this hourly candle. We close in 7 minutes. By the time you watch this video, this will already be closed. We're facing some overhead resistance at this small order block here, right? This order block is orange because it's resistance. It will flip. It will be blue if it's support, likely below you. So this is what we need to do. We need to get above this and flip this back to support around 29.5, 29.6 would be great. This 200 EMA, right? You can see his previous rejection back on Wednesday. And now, lower high here, and so far lower high. So resistance until proven otherwise, where you can draw this, down sloping trend, right? So we're just making lower high, and so far lower high. So to break that, we need to close an hourly candle above 29.5, but major resistance at 200 EMA on the hourly, and this order block here, right? It's pushing us down, holding us back, right? But I do like what I see so far, at least some good volume coming in. For this one, we need to see another green candle like we did back here. But, this time we had a nice green volume spike, but not near resistance. This time, we're already at resistance on the first volume candle. So what we'd like to see is, close a higher, somewhere around here or higher. So we'd like to see this in about 5 minutes or so. When we close, and then we need to see another green candle. Now this going back here, right, we went all the way back down, made a lower low real quick, and then closed back up. So buyers were rejecting lower prices, coming back in. So if we move down, don't panic, right? You gotta wait till the candle closes. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait another hour, or maybe not if you're watching this video at a much later date. Go check this, right? Did we flip 29.5 back to support? If we did, we're likely at higher prices. So then we can zoom out. After this chart, you zoom out to the higher time frame. How about the 4-hour? So the 4-hour chart, the Bollinger Band's a little compressed here, but you see this big order block down here, right below us. This is what's holding us up. So that's where we bounced off it once and twice, kind of like a move up and a kind of like an island double bottom here so far. Now to break this, sideways chop, we need to make a higher high. So we're looking to close a 4-hour candle above, you guessed it, 29.5, right? This highest close. That would also get us above this 50 EMA in the green here, but the bigger resistance lies not only at 29.5, but the 4-hour, the 200 EMA at the 4-hour chart. 29.650 is going to be huge. Why? Previous rejection on the 4-hour. Not only that, all these guys back here, right? Look how many times we respected this before breaking it, right? Previous support will flip to resistance, a la right there. And so that's where we're looking at, right? That is the biggest hurdle to overcome this weekend. Over the coming days, going into weekly close, if we could somehow close above 29.650, I think the bigger bulls could show back up. Otherwise, this is going to be major resistance if we get back up to it. 29.650, right? Or wherever that 200 EMA is on the 4-hour. So pay attention to that. If we come back down, order block here. If we break, this low, look out below, right? 28.5 looking like on the bigger time frames for their first, much highly likely. If we break 29 again, we're going to 28.5 relatively quickly. If not a little bit lower, we'll look at that on the higher time frames. Let's zoom out and do just that. So going out from the 4-hour to the daily now, you can see these big, look how big this order block is up here on the daily chart, right? Major resistance. But if you get above it, you can flip that to support. That's what we're looking to do on the bigger time frames, right? 31.5 to 32K. If we can get above that, I think clear skies ahead, and I think the big bulls come break down the doors on every house in the block, okay? But that's the major hurdle until then. Now, the same thing on the flip side, right? If we break below this, look at this low wick on the daily chart, tapping perfectly off of that order block there. So 28.8. If we break that, I think a pretty quick fall, 28, 24, 25, right? That's kind of our breakout right here. We're looking at the 100 EMA here on the blue. Right below that, you have the 200 EMA around 27. will be rising right around 27K. So 28.5 would be my first kind of probably buy attempt for me personally, right? You can do what you want. 28.5 here. If we break that and close below the 100, we're likely going to the 200. But those are big ifs, right? We have a lot of support so far on this order block and showing respect to it. Now trying to lift back up, but look at where we're rejecting at, right? So you can extrapolate a lot based on what we've done in the past. Look at the EMA 8 tag and rejection. Look at the EMA 8 in the red right here, right? We're looking EMA 8 on the daily, tag and rejection. EMA 8, tag and rejection so far. So today in 9 hours, or whenever you watch this, go see where this closes, or it's closing above 29.5. You guessed it. 29.5 on the hourly, 29.5 on the 4 hour, 29.5 on the daily, right? 29.5. You think that's going to be big? Right. So we got to close above 29.5. You said it. Good job. All right. So that's what we're looking at. If we can do that, that's just step one, right? Step two, look at the top of the order block, right? Previous resistance, previous support, flip to resistance, right? You're seeing this. 29.7. We have the 21-day right there, right? We have our next, major order block at 29.9. If we could somehow, you see prices anytime between now and Sunday close, are 30K or higher, make sure you've got your bags packed, right? That would be just absolutely ultra bullish, right? So 30K, if we're above that, look how much shit it's gone through, right? We've dug ourselves not only out of the trench, we've changed into Superman clothes and likely up and away. Wow. All right, so that's the daily chart. Let's see what else we got. I know it looks a little busy, but let's go out to the weekly, right? We've done enough charting, right? So the weekly picture, what we want to watch into weekly close, Sunday, right? We'll be back making more of this. I'm making another update on Monday for Bitcoin, but between now and then, you're on your own. So this is what you want to watch for. The weekly close above the EMA 8. We're still bullish, right? We're still in this flat. I mean, put on the closing prices. This looks almost like a textbook. I mean, we're a textbook bull flag here, right? Look at this, right? So if we close here, it's still leaning towards that side. That's your odds, right? All you have to play off TA and crypto and any kind of trading is odds. You're trying to stack the odds in your favor. That's why the hell you're looking at charts in this video, right? So if we close above 29.36, let's get an exact number, right? So this will fluctuate time to time. 29.352 as of right now. We want to close above the EMA 8, right? This previous close here, right? We're looking to do that. And if we can do that, this has all just been a bullish retest or a throwback of a breakout, right? So this is what you're going to do when you consolidation, downwards flag formation, you break out. Look at the mini version, right? Mini me, right? This should play out again to the upside only if we're closing above the EMA 8. Otherwise, likely a little bit more downside. Again, 28.6 is kind of that EMA 14 and the median Bollinger Band, which is the 20-week SMA right there around 28.5, 28.6. You have this closing candles, right? You have a bunch of support down here. The 21 EMA around 28K. Then you have the 50 and the 34-week right around 27K. You see these stair steps, right? We got a lot of safety nets below us. And then the big one, right? The grand finale of support before you, sink into the quicksand would be 29.5 as of right now. I don't see that happening, right? You have a lot of safety nets, right? Barring a black swan event between now and Sunday close, don't see any of these levels being tagged. I would, remain optimistic that we remain above even the EMA 8, right? So far, so good. If we could somehow pull some rabbit out of our ass here and close above 30,001, this would not only turn green, but it'd be like a dragonfly doji on the weekly, and then the sky's the limit, right? We're looking at probably mid-30s or higher. That's tall ask, but just preparing you for all scenarios here, okay? That's what we're looking for. The highest weekly close right there, that's at 30,006. If we do that, this week, next week, whatever, if you see prices above 30,006, mid-30s minimum. Right. All right. Based on just the TA, based on this bull flag playing out, if that plays out, right, and you see us, cutting back even above 30,000, right, I'm thinking way up. Okay. And, hopefully we're talking on Monday and we're in the Superman pose, right? So we'll see. All right. So if you have any questions on this, let me know. What do you want to see next? I'll probably make another video after this one. So go check that out. Surprise, surprise. What's it going to be? All right, I'll leave it with that. Crypto Fear and Greed Index. We are at kind of neutrality still, right? We're still kind of fluctuating back and forth like we have been. Altcoin season index. We're not in Bitcoin season anymore. That's a step in the right direction. We're starting to mimic, January, February. So if Bitcoin does bounce, in fact, to the upside, and we do get back above 30K, I would expect altcoins to do very well, right? Just like go back to February, January, February. What were altcoins doing then? Very well, right? We're at the same altcoin season performance-wise against Bitcoin. So all we need is Bitcoin to just show a little bit of play nice time, hold the line, go up a little bit, and altcoins will absolutely start to explode. That's a big if, but that's where we are. All right. What else do we got? How about a quote of the day? Freedom is never given, it's won. Hell yeah. All right. Car of the day. Any guesses? Ferrari. Okay, step one complete. You got any models? Quiz time. This is the giveaway right here. The 488. But which model is it? It's the Aperta. What's Aperta mean? Open, right? Open top, right? So that's where we are. Yellow, my favorite supercar color, hands down. And there's the rear. Nice photo shoot, by the way, huh? The zoom effect is bonkers. All right. That's it. Have a great weekend. I'll see you right back here on Monday. If you have any questions, leave me below. I'll try to read all the comments. Appreciate the thumbs up if you haven't already. And subscribe if you're watching this long. There's no new subscribers. Everyone watching this part is absolutely an OG. Respect. Whatever that means.